This is a video to help you divide fractions. Now in math, we say we divide fractions by multiplying by the reciprocal. In my math class, we made up a song, and what we said is, dividing fractions, my oh my, just flip the second fraction and multiply. And that's really multiplying by the reciprocal. Let's see how it works in our example. My example is 9/20 divided by negative 12/25. So to flip the second fraction and multiply, that means the first fraction has to stay the same. So that's going to stay as 9 divided by 20. Now I have to flip the second fraction. So instead of 12 over 25, I'm going to write that as 25 divided by 12. So I flip the second fraction, and now I multiply it. And since it was negative when I divided it, it's still going to be negative when I multiply it. So my new multiplication problem is 9/20 times negative 25 divided by 12. I've multiplied by the reciprocal. But before I multiply by the reciprocal, I need to reduce the fraction. That way I don't have to multiply such large numbers or reduce large numbers after I multiply them. The way I reduce these problems is I look for pairs of numbers. One has to be on the top and the other on the bottom that have a common factor. And in this case I have a couple of those types of pairs. I have 9 and 12. They both have a common factor of 3. So I'm going to take 9 and I'm going to divide it by 3 and I get 3. And I'm also going to take 12 and I'm going to divide that by 3 and I'm going to end up getting 4. Almost done. I have 20 and negative 25. So I'm going to take they both have a common factor of 5. Now some people might be tempted to take the 4 and the 20 and reduce those, but you can't reduce those because both of those numbers are on the bottom. So let's take my 20 and negative 25 and divide them by 5. So let's start with the 20 and divide that by 5, and I get 4. And then the negative 25, I'm going to divide that by 5 also. And when I do that, I end up getting negative 5. Now they're all reduced. So I just multiply the top and I multiply the bottom. 3 times negative 5 is equal to negative 15. And I'm going to divide that by 4 times 4, which is 16.